Got me under pressure. Got me under pressure, like, but I'm feeling fresh. Yeah, feeling fresh. And my niggas with the extras, got me under pressure. Under pressure. Got me under pressure, like, but I'm feeling fresh. Nigga feeling fresh. And my niggas with the extras, wait. Made a way, I'm back up in it. Got my weight up, I can't wait up. Ain't no way she acting timid. Kept it player, chase your paper. You won't see her lack of interest. That don't favor anything you do to keep your bag of spinach. I just want my pockets vegan. Overflow with green red. I don't want no beef here. The bank is where you can meet me. Jumped off in the deep end. I got pulled without no speakers. Been no hunts to make though. Ayo, I been dripping with that secret. One with the sauce. Running these plays, you running your mouth. I fronted the cars by looking at y'all like, please, you fronting too hard. Now run me a Porsche, run me a broad, run me a wonderful loft. Hot in the hills, I'm in the field, I gotta double it up. Got me under pressure. Got me under pressure, like, but I'm feeling fresh. Yeah, feeling fresh. And my niggas with the extras, got me under pressure.
Yeah, that shit right there go. Yeah,
I like that.
Shout out to your boy Lavelle Streets right there. That's called Pressure. Y'all can check him out if y'all looking for something to listen to. You know, something from the West Coast. What's up, you guys? Welcome to Chop It Up Barbershop Talk today. I'm your host, Annie B. Cutton, and I'm here with my co-host, Milky Media. And we have a great show today for you guys, man. We got a dynamic duo. We got a executive chef couple. I mean, it's about time that we got some black-owned business come out here to show what's going on in the city. And I say, both of them from California. Hey, Cali is coming up, you know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm going to introduce my backyard audience. What it do, y'all? Hey. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give it up to my boy, DJ Punch from the F and Mad podcast. He got that shit cracking over there. And my boy, Cool Ass Cam with the innovative culture. Yes, Lord. So I'm going to just slide it to my guest. Well, I'm going to slide it to my host, Milky Media.
How y'all doing today? I'm so excited for this episode.
Super.
Thank you, everybody tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. You know how to do it. Yep. Get the word out. Let everybody know it's time to chop it up. Word of mouth. We appreciate everybody tuning in continuously throughout the weeks and giving us your attention.
Yes, and commenting. We really love the people who comment. You feel what I'm saying?
I love the comments. I'm like, oh my God, they really watched it.
Right. Exactly.
And now it's on y'all. Y'all ready? Because they really watching.
They really.
I know y'all got the blueprint.
Yeah, but we're going to get y'all to introduce yourself. Who we got on here today? Let's introduce yourself right here.
I'm Chef TJ.
Out
of Cali.
Yeah, what's the name of your company?
TJ's Victory Kitchen.
Okay. What about you over here? With these dreads. She got her dreads slicked and popping today, boy. Both of them. You know what I'm saying? This Chop It Up Barbershop talking. If you can see this haircut, man, shout out to your barber, you know what I'm saying?
My brother, Mookie Fades.
Hey, Mookie Fades. Shout out to Mookie Fades, man. You got it right today. You feel me?
All black businesses. And my hair was done Locks by T.
Locks by T. Look that up.
Got her looking right for me.
That's the way to do it.
And who are you?
I am Chef Mel.
I
am the owner of Uno Catering, unlike no other.
Okay.
Unlike no other. Check that out.
That's what Uno stands for?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
See, we thought we was going Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
No,
That's what we thought we was doing. I thought we was singing that song.
I thought she was just letting y'all know from the gate, ain't no competition. I'm number one. Uno Catering.
So there's an acronym for Uno. So that's unlike no other. Man, tell us a little bit about that acronym right there. Uno, unlike no other. If you guys are looking for some good food, man, we ain't gonna open these boxes yet though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna open these boxes yet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can tap into her Instagram at Uno_catering, you know, to check out some of this food and things like that. So tell us how this actually company, you know, came about.
Well, I have been cooking since I was a kid. Like that was just like a given. My grandmother was a chef, and my mom was a big woman. So, she pushed me in the kitchen at an early age. I was cooking 4-course meals at like 11, 12.
Shout out to the moms. Shout out to moms, you know.
But the business came about with her selling salsa. My mom.
Okay.
Like, she sold this salsa and it was like crack, like, but it was only one kind.
Mm-hmm.
And she never really had a name for it. People just knew that she had it and she sold it. But she ended up moving to Lancaster, and then I was still stuck out here on my lonesome, and then people were still asking for it. She was just like, well, shit, Ashley know how to make that shit.
Right.
And I was just like, well, damn.
Passing down
like,
generational things, baby.
I was like, well, damn.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, like, clientele started to grow a little bit, and I was just like, well, shit, I need to give it a name. Like, we walking out here selling this shit, I need to give it a name at least. So that original recipe, we named it Creep Heat because it was like a salsa that was just like, it wasn't necessarily hot, but as you kept eating it, it was just like,
it'll sneak up on you. Right.
But you couldn't stop eating it though. No matter how hot it got, like, you was just still
good.
going to eat.
You gotta keep
you
going.
had to keep eating it.
I feel it.
But after that, people was like, the hot ain't it for everybody. So people started asking, like, you got something else that's not so hot? And I was just like, give me a little bit.
Yep, I got you.
Give me a little bit.
Indeed,
Right.
I do.
So tell us a little bit about how at 23 it started to boom.
At 23, that was when I first got my apartment, my very first apartment.
Okay.
And shit, I had to make ends meet, boy.
Okay. Hey, gotta get it how you live.
Any means necessary. At that time, I had been working at Staples Center for a couple of years.
Did you guys know each other at this point?
No.
We
didn't meet.
We're gonna get to that, y'all.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that, y'all.
I'm just trying to see where we at. All right.
We at the beginning of Uno catering, y'all.
Right.
Oh man, Uno was just like, once I started with the salsa, once I got the second one, I was just like, okay, people were asking for a hotter one.
Right.
Like, oh,
Right.
so I made a hotter one, and it was hot. Like, it was hot.
What's the name of that? What's the name? What's the name of that?
That one's called Hago.
Hago.
H-A-A-G-O.
And what
Hot
does
as
that
all
mean?
get out.
Look, she's an acronym girl. You
I
know what I'm
am.
saying? She's an
I
acronym.
am. I like that. And it was different. People was just like, Hago, like, what is that? I was like, that's the hottest one I got. It was like, let me try that.
Right.
So the salsa started to pop. Like, it was insane. So I needed a name for the overall product. Mm-hmm. So I was going back and forth brainstorming, and I hated the names. I was just like, nah, this is not it. Like, this is supposed to be something that kind of like ring, So I'm talking to my mama, and she's just like, nah, that ain't it. I'm coming up with stuff. She's like, nah, that ain't it either.
Yeah. Look, while you talking, my mouth watering right now. I'm looking at these pictures right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to
that ain't it.
suck up my little stuff.
But mom's kept it G with you. She was
Yeah,
telling
in
me
real
that's
life,
not
she was
it.
like, that's not it. So she was just like, give me a little bit. And she hung up, and she called me back in like 20 minutes. I was like, I got it. I was like, you got what? She was like, I got the name. And I was like, what? She was like, Uno. I was like, Mama, we are not Mexican.
Okay.
We're not Mexican. She was just like, no. She was like, Uno, catering, unlike no other. And I was just like,
boom.
I like that.
That's dope. That's dope.
I like that. So that stuck. Like, so even though like we're combining our businesses together to make street class chefs, like, because my mom created the whole Uno thing, the salsa and the guacamole will always remain Uno.
Right.
But as far as everything else, street class is it.
Really? So these corn cakes is street class?
Facts.
Okay. I ain't gonna talk about that shit because
We skipping.
I don't
You
wanna
give it
share
too
'em.
much. You give it. You
I don't want to
wanna-
share. We gonna get to these food in a minute, but yeah, let's tell us a little bit about TJ's Victory Kitchen. So how did that come about? Because I know TJ, man. When I talked to TJ, I was so inspired by TJ's story. I was just like, you gotta be on the podcast. I know Mel as a person. I know her too, but it was just something about TJ's story that was like, damn, this is gonna get a lot of people inspired. This is gonna get a lot of people ready to not only just look into themselves as people, they're gonna get into the moment of self reflection, and with that self reflection, they're gonna be able to manifest their dreams through her story. I feel like that's why I was like, damn, I gotta get you on the show. So tell us a little bit about how you started Victory Kitchen.
All right, so you got to bear with me because, I'm a little shy. That's one thing that I've learned about myself since starting my own business is I'm definitely a shy person.
Okay.
I can voice my opinion. I can talk shit all day.
Right.
But when it comes to hello, you know, I'm TJ from TJ's Victory.
Yeah.
Man, I can't get it. But growing up, like, I didn't have it hard. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have it hard at all.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother, she raised me, and I'm nervous, you know.
It's cool, man.
I'm nervous as heck.
Just let me know if you need me to roll up.
Me up.
If you need me to roll up, I'll roll up.
That'll be a constant. That'll
help. Okay, cool. We do that.
Nah, it's just I'm not used to
It's cool.
telling people my story, you know. So, but I didn't have it hard. But you know, my mother, she was on crack, you know. Mm-hmm. So my grandmother took me in, and my mother, she was just spitting out babies right and left, and I just asked my grandmother not to let neither one of us go to a foster home, you know, that keep us together, and I help her, you know, take care of us.
Right.
And she did that. So growing up, I had a nice house, you know, went school shopping, had, you know, Mervin's Best, you know.
Right.
But
y'all remember Mervin's? Y'all don't know. Remember? Y'all don't remember Mervin's?
Yeah.
Somebody cared about you. Let them know. I was cared for.
You know what I'm saying?
I was cared for.
Look, we 80s and 90s babies,
right,
baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We 80s babies for real, though.
But I knew that wasn't life because I knew my mother, you know, and she was on drugs. And then I had my uncle. He was hustling. So I knew what I had, it wasn't real life, you know. So I decided to figure it out what life was on my own. So I went out and started hustling, doing my own thing.
Right.
Of course, coming through with doing hustling and stuff, you know, you end up locked up and stuff. So
right.
I ended up getting locked up at, I think it was like 16. And I went to a juvenile boot camp.
Okay.
Okay, tell me about that.
It was called Camp Scott. Now,
that's my last name, y'all. We get people right.
Somebody in the audience laughed. They look like they know about Camp Scott.
They probably was at Camp Scudder up the street with the mail one.
Hey, he just.
I know.
So that it was really like, people don't know that they really like mold you and they give you like military like drills and everything. So,
right.
Okay.
It kind of molded me, like it made me want to be something because I went up in there and I couldn't take everyone telling me what to do. So I got into leadership and I became the company commander. So, but while doing all this, I have already finished school. So they had to find something else for me to do while the other kids were at school.
Congratulations.
So they opened up a little college course, and it was a culinary course. And they took us in there and we made a European, empanadas and stuff. It was nice. It was just something about being in there and learning and cooking and you like know the finished product, man, it's just amazing. So I knew at that point I was gonna be a chef, but along the way, you know, I had to figure it out. So I had got locked up in 2007.
Okay.
I went to CIW prison, and I had got sick up in there, and I had a bowel obstruction.
Okay.
And it was from the food that they was feeding us in there, you know?
Yeah.
Did you get medical treatment while you were like in prison?
Man, I was trying to tell them, but you know, in prison, you know, everybody trying to get out of going to school or doing something. So I'm telling them I'm sick, but they not.
They don't really believe that.
Yeah, they took me to the infirmary. They telling me, oh, you know, you have gastritis. I'm like, nah. They gave me an enema. I wasn't having a bowel movement. So I'm like, nah, there's something wrong.
Else,
yeah.
Right?
So I called my mom. My grandmother. When I say my mom, I'm talking about my grandmother.
Okay.
She was a supervisor at Maine County Jail for a while. So I had called her and told her, you know, I wasn't feeling well. She called her peoples and they got me to the hospital. At that time, it was too late. My colon and my intestine had exploded.
Oh, wow.
Inside my stomach. So
really,
I had went through all that. Woke up in the hospital, had a colostomy bag, so I was kind of messed up. So when I got out the hospital, I knew I had to do something different, you know?
Yeah.
Going back and forth to jail wasn't it. You
right,
know?
right.
That's
So,
a hell of an experience. Hold
man.
on, like I'm sitting here trying to catch my breath from that. Like,
and what I can say, she's a nurse. She's a nurse, and you know she does that in her practice. So it's like just dealing with people,
just changing a colostomy bag and being an experience to do it, like honestly for somebody else. So to imagine being in the position of having a colostomy bag,
That
like
was
I
something-
definitely.
that was something totally
heart
different.
Yeah,
Because I always like to dress nice, smell good, and all that. So waking
Right.
up in the hospital, I didn't even know I had it till the nurse came in and she trying to change me. I'm like, what are you doing? Back up off me. And she
Right.
like, I have to change. And I'm like, what? And she lift up the blanket and I'm like, oh.
So what is that experience like? So like you really didn't even know that was actually going on at that time.
Nah.
So it was like a shocker to you that you had to get that information that, you know, certain things exploded in your body, certain things, and you looking like, for real? I knew it. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I want to say about a lot of people in the county jail or in prison right now. We definitely need to protest instead of just being out there protesting, talking. We need to get on there and write some petitions down, and we all need to sign them and change some laws, because at the end of the day, people speak out for real. Like Dr. Sabi said, you know yourself. And then like your mother told you when you was young, you can smell yourself before anybody else.
Hey,
so
I just told my daughter that.
So from that point, in that instance, you know your body. That's what I'm trying to get to. So from you knowing your body and people out there not listening, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, my stomach had got big. I was pale.
Right.
I was looking funny. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't recognize yourself for a moment. Like, okay.
Yeah. But, so in this experience with cooking, it allowed you to understand and get out this experience with this colostomy bag. How did that happen? Yeah, let's tell us.
Having that bag, I got depressed. I got depressed because I didn't know how to handle it, you know, because in the hospital, I have nurses helping me.
Right.
Once I left the hospital, I still had to finish the rest of my prison term.
Yes.
And it was just like, go.
Right.
And it's like, go. So I literally had to learn about adhesives and all that stuff.
Right.
And sometimes if it was hot, it wouldn't stay no matter what. So I had to walk around holding it. It was just...
Really?
It was embarrassing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had lost a lot of weight. But with that experience, it woke me up, basically.
Right.
It told me, like...
beginning?
Yeah, like, I had to switch it up.
Right.
And then I have my brothers and sisters. I have 5 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay.
And I have them looking at me, and they like, man, you know?
Right.
And they tripping. Then they couldn't talk to me. They couldn't come see me. My grandmother, all she knew was she called her people, and that was it, because being in prison, they couldn't tell her, oh, well, we took her to the hospital and all this, you know? So she was worried. So when I got out, I went through a depression, like, bad, you know?
So in the depression, okay, tell us, because we had another lady on the show last week. Her name is Jo. She wrote an actual book about her depression because she went through a community-based situation where her parents were, you know, in that era. You see what I'm saying? So she wrote a book about it, and it helped other people. So your story right now, this is really why I'm telling you guys, I want you guys to listen to this story. Tell us how you got out of depression.
It was hard, actually. You know, it wasn't easy at all, especially, like I said, me being a popular kid in high school and everything. Right. To have to really acknowledge that something's going on, and to have to go speak to someone like a therapist and stuff, you know. Yeah,
because in the Black community, we all
know
upon they say it's frowned upon. But we want to tell you guys, and I'm looking in the camera for you guys today to understand that it may be frowned upon, but a lot of us have social indifferences, circumstantial situations, and influential behaviors amongst our ways of becoming people. So from that point, we need, if it is okay, I mean, it's not a bad...
okay. It's not a conversation.
Yeah, it's not a conversation.
Mental health matters.
Mental health matters. So if you're out there and you need some type of help, don't be scared to get no help. Don't try to act like you're going to be looked down upon because you're trying to better yourself as a person.
Right.
You got to reach out.
You know, you got to reach out, and you got to be able to touch somebody throughout this situation. And like I'm telling you, man, this story is so deep. She touching everybody with this food, man. I'm telling you. So let's go.
So you turned your pain into food. Tell me about it, because I eat. Like, when I'm sad, I eat. I don't know about you.
I turned it into food, but I had to fall all the way down and hit rock bottom, because once within dealing with the depression, life started hitting me too. I lost my uncle. He was my best friend, you know, and I ended up losing him, and that was rock bottom for me. And when I say I was depressed, I mean, I stayed in my house with the curtains closed. No one, didn't pick up no phone. None of that, you know, just isolated myself for months.
Right.
One day, my little sister, she's in prison right now. She's doing some time, you know, and she had called me, and she had basically expressed herself, you know, how she felt, because I couldn't go see her because it was like, I felt like it was my fault because I felt like I could have stopped. prevented her from doing or going down the road had I been a better role model.
Right.
And her telling me how she felt, it was just like, man, you got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
I went the next day and I actually bought a computer.
Okay.
Never dealt with a computer a day in my life.
Okay.
I went and bought a computer, and my therapist, I went to the session and I told her, like, I want to go to school. I want to learn how to, like, actually the basics of cooking. I want to know the formulas, all that. I want to get down to the science of it.
Right. Let's get
You
to the
wanna own
nitty.
the
Let's get the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Let's get to the nitty gritty. Tell me what I don't know.
Exactly. I didn't know how to tell her because I'm like, me in college, because I graduated in 2000.
Okay.
This is 2016. I'm like, so she put it up. I signed up. And I'm a tourist, you know, so once I sign up to something, I'm dedicating. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. So
Right.
once I signed up and they sent me back that student ID, it was on from then.
Right. Hey,
It was
my
on.
dog. I'm an Aries,
For real.
so we
It
gonna
was
go all
on.
the way.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, all my Aries out there, all my Taurus out there, you know we get down.
For
You know we
real.
get down. Yeah.
I had
we
told
ain't
my-
dissing y'all, but we the shit.
For real.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna let you
Seriously.
talk.
We
but
understand.
all know what
Yeah.
we all
Look,
know that
we
Leo.
understand.
We gonna let him go ahead.
Okay, we
and
got a
have that.
Virgo over here and we got a Leo over here.
Right,
you feel what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
But we know
We
what's
know
up.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
So-
Back to it.
That was cute.
I Googled the best school, you know, and LA Trade Tech came up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I enrolled in. They sent me back my little student ID. I went in, I enrolled. So once I enrolled, I had set goals because my therapist told me to set goals.
Right.
So my first goal was to actually go to the orientation because I signed up, but I'm like, damn, nigga, going to school, nigga, I don't know about all that.
Right. Hey, look out there, audience. First step, set a goal.
Yes.
Write it
Step
down.
one.
Step
Yes.
1, write it down, set a goal. Let's go.
Told me this, I set the goal, and it was like, all right, so go to the orientation. I went. Once I went and I seen, I'm like, all right, it's cool. It was like, all right, so apply yourself, you know? If you gonna do this, you do this, you know?
Number
Tell
2. Number
Right.
2.
Wholeheartedly.
Number 1, set a goal. Number 2, apply yourself. That means take accountability for what your actions are while doing things.
Right.
Do the shit.
Let's
Sounds
go.
like she told you to do a
Do the
smart
shit.
goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
So with doing that, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning, I was still going to school, but I was still hustling because I was used to fast money, period, you know?
Right.
And I still had to survive. But once I started going to this school and I got my first grade,
What was it?
I looked, it was an A.
Hey now.
I'm like,
Hey.
oh, all right.
Yeah.
And remind you, when I first enrolled in college, I didn't know what I was doing, so I took like 4 classes at once. You know,
Okay.
I took 2 on Monday, Monday, Wednesday, and then 2 on Tuesday, Thursday. So I'm
and then halfway through, you was like, "Why did I do this?"
nah.
No, you stayed in it.
Look,
Oh yeah, I definitely
You know
got
what it made
halfway
me
through
do?
a couple times. I'm like, "Why am I
Nah.
here?"
what did it make you do?
You know what it made me do? It made me stop that side hustle.
there
Oh.
you
It
go.
It made me
You had to
stop hustling
focus.
because I didn't have the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, boom. Basically, that's what it did. It made me stop hustling. But got the next grade, an A.
Boom.
Next
You
one.
knew this was
Hey.
you.
I'm like, man, I got this.
Right.
I just went crazy with it. Just yesterday or the day before yesterday, I completed. At first, my goal was to, no, I'm sorry. I done skipped ahead. My next goal was to get the certificate, my culinary certificate. you know?
Finish.
Finish it.
Okay, so we got that.
Right.
So number 3 is finish, y'all. Make sure you able to finish what you start.
That's what you do with goals, right?
No matter how hard it is, it don't matter how
how
long
it
it
work out.
take, just finish.
Dead
you know what I'm
fast and
saying?
unmovable.
That's why Nipsey was able to complete and say it's a victory lap because he finished. Okay?
Preach.
The next one was one of my teachers had asked me. They was like, because they seen my grades, and they was like, you're really good. And they was like, are you going to pursue with your degree? And I'm like, what? And they was like, yeah, you can get a degree. And I'm like, so what I have to do? They was like, you just go ahead on and you have to take your general eds. And I'm like, well, what's that? You know, because I didn't know. And they was like, that's math, English. All that. I'm like, math, I knew I had it, but English, I was like,
Oh man.
you know,
right,
because
right.
I always struggle with that, you know. So I was like, all right, wrote that down as my next goal. Boom,
Right.
get a degree. Day before yesterday, I completed it, you know.
Hey
I received my
y'all,
associate's
let's get a good applause.
Congratulations.
Round of applause, y'all. 2020 graduate, my nigga. I was about to say my nigga. In a celebratory situation.
We're proud of your growth. And
Growth. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on your growth. And you graduated in with restaurant management. And that's why I can say I got 2 executive chefs, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Chef Mel is something creative as well too, y'all. It's not just Chef TJ who I was interested in. Chef Mel, me and her rock. You feel what I'm saying? She actually took me out of the situation to where I had to think positively. She's a positive thinker at all times. It's crazy, but it's so crazy how she's a positive thinker to the point to where when she gets negative, she starts to pray. And I'll be like, dang, she's so positive, she praying. You feel what I'm saying? It gets to that point.
Take her out her character.
You know, she ain't gonna let you get to that point, you know. And if she do get to that point, that mean you really overstep your boundaries with her as a person. And that's just that Virgo in her. And I got a sister, September 3rd, Ebony. You know, she that's the same way she is. But
I bet your sister want one of them things.
Girl, we ain't even talking about the food right now.
We're not gonna talk about that? Okay.
I'm just trying to fast forward to the food.
Yeah, she's trying to fast forward.
But
see, let me tell y'all a little about Chef Mel, you know what I'm saying? Uno Catering, like we said, unlike no other. She is unlike no other. She has a spirit. She has gratitude. She showed gratitude through her work, you know. And from that point, what I mean by gratitude is she loves to serve the community. She loves to serve people. Her goal is to pretty much be a private chef for people who out there who want to experience good experience. She want to spread love. She want to put out the peace out there. So from that point,
what made you want to be a private chef? Because there's so many different types of chef, right?
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of different kinds of chefs.
Educate me, because I'm not really into the chef world.
Man.
Like I'm a nurse and I do photography and videography. So when it comes to food, I just want to eat and it better be good.
I have been in the food industry for, I want to say, I'm 29. Oh, I'm about to be 30. I want to say for
29 years.
For about 14 years.
Okay.
I started in the food industry fresh out of high school. Mm-hmm. I went to Cal State Dominguez.
Mm-hmm. Go to her house.
And
shout out Dominguez.
I went there and I was there for like 2 years as a music performance major because I have been singing since I was a kid, and I just knew let
y'all know she went to church, y'all. She went to church, y'all.
Music was life. Like I just knew that I was gonna be a singer. Like that was gonna be it. So I went to
Sister
college
Act
for
2.
it. Listen,
Sister Act 2.
Wanna be somebody.
No.
If you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Listen to that voice.
Look, no.
Y'all better stop playing. If y'all need any,
That's my favorite part.
Young LA, if you need a singer on the album, stop playing.
He ain't messing with me. He told me I need to stick to food.
You know, we getting you on the album. Yes. Okay, let's go.
But where was I? I smoke a lot of weed.
No, you were pretty much on the point where how you aspire to continue to.
You were at Cal State Dominguez.
Cal State Dominguez. Okay, so I went to Cal State Dominguez, and I was there for like about 2 years, and I was leaving school, and it was a long ass line. No, you know that Cal State Dominguez is attached to, at the time it was called StubHub. It's called
the Honda Center.
No, it's the Home Depot Center.
Okay.
It was the Home Depot Center at the time. It's called StubHub now.
Okay.
So at the time it was Home Depot. It was a long ass line. I'm like, what the fuck is this line like? You know. So I was walking by. I was like, hey, what's this line? And they was like, oh, it's a job fair. And I was like, oh, hell no. And I was getting ready to walk away, and it was this older lady. She was like, don't do that. Don't do that. And I looked back like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what? She like, no. She was like, go stand in that line. She was like, do you need a job? And I was just like, I do. She was just like, go stand in that line. She was like, you never know what's going to happen, no matter how many people are standing in this line.
Right.
So I was just like, all right, you know, I listened to my elders, fine.
Manifestation.
So, but and it was raining, so I was just like, man, fuck it.
Oh, so you stood in the line.
I stood in the line.
It was outside in the rain.
In the rain.
Facts.
In the rain. No. You know the people, they lace front was gonna lift. They couldn't do it.
Girl, listen, I wasn't worried about none of that. I had a beanie on, but I stood in the line, got the first interview, and they was just like, "Can you come back tomorrow?" I was just like, "Well, shit, I can't."
Right.
Shit. So I went back the next day, and I got the job, and I was at StubHub as a cashier in the what do you call it? Concession stands.
Yeah.
I was there for 2 years, and they were passing out like little forms. I was like, what the fuck is that? It was like transfer papers, and I was like, transfer to fucking what? And they was just like, oh, you can transfer to Staples Center, Dodger Stadium, Hollywood Park Casino. I was just like, what the fuck?
Right.
That's an option.
Right.
I was like, sign me up for Staples Center.
Mm-hmm.
So
You was trying to get you a basketball boo, huh?
shit, I was trying to get anything in there. Like, I got into Staples Center, and I was still in concession stands for like a year. And somebody told me about the transfer. You could transfer within the building. So I was like, okay. So you got to pass your little probationary period. I did that. So I moved up to NC running. NC running allowed you to be on the floor, on the basketball floor.
Okay.
She putting y'all on game. Y'all better get your application ready.
Okay, when you get into Staples Center, go ahead and sign up for that. NC running was dope. Like, I was able to see like different celebrities and stuff that was out on the floor seats, and it was dope. But yeah, I got bored with that real quick. I did that for about a year, and then I moved into luxury suites. Luxury suites.
That's where it gets fancy at.
Yeah, that's where you know.
Right. That's where the executive chef come from.
Yeah, you know, I slid into there, and I was a runner, and they tried to stick me in that position. They had me in that position for years, and I was just like, yo, like, I need to do something else. Like, and it was just like, well, you're so good at what you do, and the clients love you. And I was just like, yeah, that's why I need to be a server, not a runner. And that department just refused to give me that position. Like, they refused to give
good at it.
And I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I go to a different department.
Right.
So I ended up going to event suites, which like the same thing, but they're a smaller department, and you get paid more to do less work. I was unaware of this. They didn't tell me that in luxury suites. They didn't want me to leave, so I found out on my own. Ended up going, and
That's
I ended
free
up.
game for y'all.
That's called that's called ambition.
I ended up in event suites, and I was still a runner, but they used me as a server. And I got paid server pay when I was used as a server, and I didn't mind that because my hours, you know, I was like top of the list. It was just like 3 or 4 runners ahead of me. And I was always working almost every event, concerts, basketball games.
Because the people love you and you had great service.
Shout out.
It's in my nature.
Okay.
It's in my nature.
The people love her and she has great service. And she also has great food. So when are you going to open up that box?
So that's how you pretty much became that executive chef on the boat in Malibu. Tell us about that.
That job literally fell in my lap.
Okay.
Like, and it was by the grace of God that I had the 5-star experience when I was in high school. I had a dope ass chef named Chef Robles, and he enjoyed my presence in the kitchen. Okay. And he asked me, like, you know, I guess it was some type of break. I think it was summertime. He was like, do you want a job at a nice restaurant? I was just like, yeah. He was like, well, you're going to have to stage for a couple days. If he likes you, then he'll keep you. And I was just like, all right, cool. I got in this place. It was Petrosian it's like borderline Hollywood, Beverly Hills.
Okay. Fancy.
Oh, man.
You had some hoity-toity people in there that was really entitled.
Oh,
entitled.
Entitled was.
But I seen some of the food you made on that boat. I mean, it was so. I mean, y'all, it was so creative.
Fancy.
I even seen starfish you held in your hand. I'm like, man, that's amazing. And then just the view.
They had starfish on the boat.
Okay, so
you got.
were
you cooking it?
I was on a hell no. Oh, I felt so cruel to even have them. I was just like, can they go back in the water?
Right.
But it was actually a barge that I'm on. Like, where a barge doesn't have an engine. It's like a large, kind of like a boat, but we're pulled by a tugboat, like a little boat with a really strong engine that pulls us to where we need to be. Okay. And the company I worked for is Curtin Maritime. And they basically do like underwater construction. Anytime the government needs something done in certain areas, they send them. Right.
Shout out to some of those underwater welders.
Oh man, the divers, like the job that they have is incredible, and they get paid really good money. First of all, I want to put that out there, okay? Because a lot of Black people don't know, and I was asking questions because of that. Okay. These divers get paid at minimum, $25 an hour, at maximum to like $130 an hour.
Oh.
And it's not like you're underwater for 8 hours. That can't happen.
Right.
But the moment you touch water,
Mm-hmm.
you get paid for your 8 hours. It doesn't matter if you're underwater for 15 minutes, 45 minutes, 2 hours. You're getting paid for the 8 hours.
Hey.
And I think the max time you can stay under there, it depending on the depth, I believe is like 4 hours.
Man, check it
That's
out.
sweet.
Hey, a
That's
lot of people out here trying to be basketball players and football players.
They got
Hey, for
there's a
real.
school for it. Like there's
It's like deep sea diving.
I don't know what it's called. You can definitely Google it. School.
Well, I know it's like underwater welding.
Okay.
Look up underwater welding. A lot of people do welding underwater. A lot of people do a lot of different things underwater. But I know if you look up underwater welding, you'll
I've
first
never
have to
heard
get
of
through
this.
welding program, and then you get to the
Right.
elevate to that that situation. But yeah, and then you probably can look up divers. You never know.
That was the thing, that it was the divers that I was really interested in, because they were extremely awesome, and they were actually contracted through Kurt Maritime, so they're hired to do the job that they need, that needs to be done.
Right.
But that job literally fell in my hands. I because I had the background of almost, what at the time it was like 9 years at Staples Center, and I was at Petrosian, and I had worked at Godiva. I was a key holder at Godiva for the longest time, and I've had so many jobs. It's
You
ridiculous.
follow your feet,
man.
huh?
Oh my God!
Once
I've had so many
again,
jobs.
once again,
It's
we go
ridiculous.
back to ambition.
Oh,
You
I've
know
had
what
so
I'm
many
saying?
jobs, but that job, a friend of mine who was a female welder for Curtin Maritime, their chef had started his own little company, and they needed a chef.
Right.
They needed one like ASAP, because they had a job that was coming up, and they were leaving within that week.
Mm-hmm.
So she called me. She was just like, I seen that you're not working. Do you need a job? And I was just like, yeah. She was just like, can you pass a drug test? And I was just like, no. And she was just like, no, seriously, can you pass a drug test? I was just like, with my own? Probably not. But I could pass a drug test. And she was just like, no, but like, can you do it? And I was just like, yeah. She was just like, all right, I need you to come and fill out this application, and then she gonna run a quick interview with you, and you gonna have a couple like physical tests tomorrow. And I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I was ready to go. I went, and I was hired, and I did what I had to do to pass that drug test.
Okay.
And
Y'all know what
Don't
to do.
ask, don't tell.
you know what I
Okay.
mean? I was able to pass it, and we left. The first 2 weeks of that job, I had to drive to Marina Del Rey, and a little boat picked us up at like 5:30 in the morning, and it drove us out to Well, it was like right before Malibu.
Mm-hmm.
It was out there,
And
and it was pretty, right?
It was so beautiful.
It's
You got to. I
different,
woke
right?
up, watched
The sand
seeing
is
dolphins
different.
in the morning.
Hey
It was
man,
so
y'all gotta
dope.
see these pictures. It's hilarious. She's so embodied into the ambiance.
It was so awesome. But for the first like a week and a half, it wasn't even like a full 2 weeks. I did that every morning. They would pick me up on a little boat. They would take me, and I would make the breakfast, make the lunch, make the dinner. Well, no, I would start prep for the dinner, and then the small boat would pick me up and take me back, and then I'll leave one of the guys to cook off whatever I left.
At
So
any
how
point, were
many-
you scared to get on this little boat? Like, ever?
Um,
Like, maybe your first day? Because you just arrive, and it's a little boat taking you nowhere to
Right,
nobody.
right.
But
Treading waters and
I
shit.
wasn't the only person on the boat. It was just like a bunch of other people who had other things to do, who were getting dropped off at other boats and barges and stuff. So
Okay, I was just wondering. Cause
no, it wasn't just me.
I was watching Netflix the other day, and it had like the Epstein story and how the girls was going out. And it was people in the house.
The
but
first
you know,
morning, I will
Right.
say, I almost got left the first morning because I didn't know how to get into the gate, and it was still dark, and I seen the people, and I was like, how the fuck do I get over there?
Right.
And then he was just like, are you looking for something? I was just like, I think I'm trying to get over there.
You know,
was just
totally in the
like-
wrong spot.
He was just like, do you have your credentials? And I was just like, are these my credentials?
Right.
And then he was just like, yeah. So I got on this little boat. The very first day it was cool. There were other people just like, so who are you? Clearly I'm the only black girl on this boat. And I'm just like, I'm the chef. And it's just like, oh, everyone wants to be super friendly to the chef.
Right.
Because I feed you.
Right. So how many people did you actually feed on this endeavor?
It depended on where we were and what job they were doing at the time. When they had DWP working with them, I was cooking for 60 people, but only for lunchtime.
Okay.
But for breakfast and dinner, it was 16 to 18 people.
So what are some of the meals that you prepare for these people? Because I seen some of them steaks on there. I'm like looking at these steaks like she prepared like 40, 50 steaks. Like, dang.
So the thing was, I got here and it was just like the chef's dream. First of all, they told me that I had no budget for the food.
Oh.
And even when people tell you, there's no budget for the food, you still try to find,
to find a budget.
Try to find a way to, budget what you're spending.
Right.
And the boss, the owner, he came to me, he was just like, hey, listen, I understand that most chefs budget. There's no budget for the food. I want you to look up anything that you see. I need the best of whatever you can find. These are grown men. They work all day and they work hard. If you're gonna bring crab legs here, don't bring no snow crab. These are grown men. They want to eat.
They want some king crab, yeah.
And I'm like,
and there's no budget.
There was no budget. So
what do you do in a situation?
Listen,
tell me.
It's like
I'm thinking
you just
like,
jumping in your seat and shit.
I had so many refrigerators to fill, and
with no budget. People trying to figure out how to feed
one time I spent like over $6,000 on food. And I was just
Are you serious?
I went to
now
like
that
4
right
stores.
There is a chef's dream.
What?
That's a chef's dream.
It was awesome.
I had culinary experience myself,
It was
and I'm
awesome.
like, man, if I would have had no budget. What?
No,
you know
it was amazing.
I would have been like, you know what? I'm finna go to this farmer right here in Austria,
right?
And try to.
I was literally ordering
some of
like
their herbs.
king crab already split, so that they didn't have to put in any work. Like all they had to do was just like get.
They loved you.
That's
no
amazing.
budget.
So look, this is what I say. Shout out to Trey Tech because you develop 2 amazing executive chefs. And I got one of my friends over there. His name is Ruben. Shout out to Ruben. He does the Barber program, the Barber and Beauty program.
Nice.
Hey, Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben. Shout out to Ruben. He been doing that for years and everything like that. He does music, everything like that
Nice.
too.
Is that where y'all met?
Even in Trey Tech, let's talk about how you guys actually met.
Y'all met
and
at
it's
Trey
so
Tech?
funny because I asked him, look, I had a pre-interview with him. It was so amazing. I actually wanted to, I wish I could have just like taped the pre-interview and then just did it on here. You know what I'm saying? The pre-interview was amazing,
Total
y'all.
drop.
So tell us how you guys met. You know what I'm saying? 2 culinary students, you know what I mean? And for you guys out there, TJ, you know what I'm saying? The real one, the tourist that she is, got down on a knee and proposed to this one right here. So they have more than just a friendship and and a situation. They have she's a fiance. She's about to get married, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said in real life. It's not Instagram,
It's
baby.
real. Like, it's real. Like,
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that.
Y'all both just giddy and cheesing.
This is amazing.
Because how we met, it was just like insane because I'm most people think that I'm just like, first of all, when I'm focused, I have like the resting bitch face, like
Virgo.
It's just there,
Virgo.
like, and I'm in a kitchen, so I'm just like, it's always the resting bitch face, and it's like not even intentional, but she always thought that I was like extremely mean. Mm-hmm. So she would just go around asking people like, who the fuck is this mean ass girl? Like, who the fuck is that? Like, and I didn't pay her no attention, and I didn't know that she was paying me any mind. Like, I'm just going to school, taking my classes.
Right.
Being a mean ass girl.
Right.
And we were in uniform. Everybody's wearing the same thing.
Right.
And
so you said she didn't really get to see your structure, how you get down, really. You know what I'm saying? She just see you in the uniform.
In that one
we
day.
understand through that situation.
So
once she finished the story, you understand why she had to make that she had to say that part right there.
We were in uniform, and I always had my hair wrapped up, and we always had the little hats on for school or whatever.
Right.
So apparently she thought that, but everybody knew that I didn't fuck with dudes. Everybody knew I didn't. Look, she embarrassed now. But when she told me, I was just like, what the fuck? Okay, so she thought that I was a stud.
Oh,
so
my
everybody
God.
knew that I didn't like, I didn't fuck with dudes. But she just thought, I guess she really assumed that I was a stud. And I was just like, how? Like, what? I used to get my eyebrows
Your
slayed,
demeanor,
like,
though. You probably was
That's
mean.
true.
Your
She had
demeanor.
a red rag wrapped around her head, and I'm like, man.
Like this thing,
that
bro.
was just, but that was me. I'm just like a super comfortable person. Like on a regular day-to-day basis, I'm jean and t-shirt, hoodie if it's cold. Like that's just me.
Right.
I got with her and it just switched up all of a sudden. But anyways, we were in school and we didn't even have any classes together until the very last semester of school. Mm-hmm. Like the very last semester when it's time for us to wrap it up. Like this is the class that you need to pass.
Right.
This is the class that we ended up in together.
Okay.
That's
so,
dope.
And he let us pick our
partners, head ass.
So it started, but we
were you guys friends at that point, or like did she still
Because she
think you was
skipped
me?
all the way over to the other part. She didn't even give y'all.
It's cool though.
Okay,
It's
so
cool.
you feel that in. You feel it in.
All right, so one day I was feeling myself. I ain't gonna lie, and I was walking through the kitchen, and she was standing there. And she was standing back at the pizza station, and she was looking at me. I'm like, why you always looking mean?
Hey.
And she smiled, and I was like, all right.
I got it.
When she smiled, I was like, oh, okay. So
She does smile.
I try to, act like the little Mac and everything. I don't go in too hard. So
Right.
I start talking to her, every now and again. We'll go take our break or whatever, smoke one. Then I found out she was dating somebody. Mm-hmm. I guess when I found out she was dating somebody, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it.
Right.
See what I can get. And I was trying, and she was curving me, and I'm like, so I had an attitude. I'm a tourist. The bug came out, so I
I know a couple Tauruses.
Yeah, but that's a good trait, you guys. That's a good trait. If you guys are in relationships right now and you keep, shutting somebody up, you never know who's going to be your partner later on in life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because that right there, I was like,
I like it.
But I knew she was attracted to me because she told me, I think you cool, whatever. She was like, but, I have somebody.
Right.
And the fact that she didn't give me no play, it kind of turned me on. But at the same time, I was...
But you was in your feelings,
I was in my feelings. So I didn't talk to her for a long time, We just... Actually, I ain't gonna say I didn't talk to her for a long time. I didn't talk to her for maybe like 3 weeks. And then in school, she was like, what happened? And then I told her, we just became cool when we was friends for a long time.
And then you end up proposing. And then you realize she was the one. And now you don't have nothing else to say.
It ain't even that. It's just, when I say we were friends, we were genuine friends. Like, it wasn't even on, though, because at the same time, she said she was into her jeans and t-shirt. And me, I like a lady, I want niggas to be like,
Damn, that's what you...
Exactly.
Yeah,
So her jeans and t-shirt, it was like, nah, And then when she started kicking it, she was real comfortable. It was outside the uniform, and she was real comfortable.
No. Not even that. When I switched my hair.
Okay.
Because when I first started school, I used to wear weaves. Like, weaves was my thing. Like, long-ass weaves, that was my shit.
Right.
So, I swear, like, that was my shit. And I ended up starting my locks. Mm-hmm. And that was a whole different journey within itself. But I started my locks and she was just like, why did you do that shit?
Right.
It's my
self-empowerment.
So I always told
self-empowerment. Some young ladies out there, like, if you out there right now and you are like trying to figure out what I'm gonna do or whatever, I mean, there's nothing wrong with starting locks. I mean, your locks are beautiful. I mean, Chop It Up Barbershop Talk. This is a barber type of situation. Her locks are beautiful. You just gotta embrace yourself, embrace the person you are, and check that out. She even fell in love with her locks. Check that out.
And that was the thing. Like, with my locks, it made me change. Like, I had to, because one day I was literally looking through the pictures in my phone. Like, you just be scrolling, looking through your shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, damn, like, I didn't have no pictures of my natural hair.
See, this brings me to my favorite segment of the whole podcast.
None. Like,
rapid questions. I got a rapid question for you. Now, weaves or locks?
Locks.
Fades or tapers?
Hold on, wait. Oh. We only have one answer here. We gonna do this one more time. This is called rapid questions, y'all. And when we do rapid questions, we ask a question and then both of y'all say the answer that's on your brain at that moment. No, disclaimer or nothing. This is just personal opinion.
Right.
I start because had you asked me yesterday,
when
you get your hair done? Yesterday.
Day before yesterday.
Had you asked me
Yesterday, yeah.
before she got her hair did this time, I probably would have been like, weaves.
Right.
But not on the real. But she walked in the house and I was like,
I know her.
I'm like, shit.
Who is that?
All right, because you know in that beginning stage they be looking kind of
They
buckwheatish,
get the Rastafariana.
Crazy,
You know, that's
crazy.
where Bob Marley come in. That's the Rasta hair.
You better
feel
put
what
some
I'm saying?
respect on her life.
Okay, please.
Baby grew them.
Yeah, so now I'm
scratch.
definitely like,
Okay, so we're going to do it
'cause
one more
I see
time.
it.
So we're going to ask that question one more time. Okay,
All
boom.
right.
1, 2.
Waves or locks?
Locks.
Okay. M&M's or Skittles?
Skittles.
Ah, we got a diverse here. We got
Lamborghinis or Teslas?
Tesla.
I don't care.
Don't care.
As
That's
long
an
as
open
I
mind.
get there.
That's open mind. Let's see. Sailboat or jet skis?
Sailboat.
Jet skis.
I don't know. We got an adventurous person here. We got somebody who want to chill right here. You know what I'm saying? She want to chill. She adventurous.
Rent or own?
Own.
Rent or own?
Oh, hey, business owners here. Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
Name a couple things you trying to own. Give me your top 3 things you want to own.
A home, a business, and my own business.
Okay.
You got 2 of them.
All right.
No, I'm saying minding my own business.
That's good. That's good.
You know, that should always be top priority for everyone.
Minding your
Minding your
own
own
business.
business.
What's you?
It's just basically my own home and my own like food truck thing.
You don't have
Hey,
a third
my
one. What's your
business?
third one? No.
Minding her business.
Minding your
There you
business.
go.
Minding your business and
That
pay
I
her.
do that off top, you know.
That's why I said it should be top of the list.
Okay, R&B or rap?
R&B.
Rap.
Ah, check.
All right, now I'm gonna say R&B. I'm trying to be cool. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say R&B. I'm an R&B because I love Trey Songz, so I'm an R&B.
Trey
person.
Songz, look, my baby mama
Trey-
hate Trey Songz. She be like, ooh, I hate him. Yeah, Trey Songz. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't ran to the stage for Trey Songz. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not about to play.
I mean, I'm getting a little older, so now I'm at the point where rappers starting to get a little. You know, I'm
Annoying.
because I can't.
They don't
I
got.
can't-
They're not talking about nothing.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm getting a little.
Tupac
you
or
know,
Biggie?
Biggie. I'm
Biggie.
sorry.
Ah, we got 2 Biggie
No.
fans. Check it out. Check it out. That's dope. You know what
Lil
I'm saying?
Kim or Foxy?
Foxy
Lil'
Brown.
Kim.
What? Okay, why would you say Foxy Brown?
What? I grew up off the Il Nana, man. I used to bump that getting ready for school, man. Like, man.
And you, what you
Like
bump?
old school Lil Kim, I would say. Because,
Which old Kim? Like which Kim are we talking?
Which Kim?
We talking how many licks, or we
Or
like going back?
Miss
Like,
Dot?
before how many licks we talking? Because that I didn't really enjoy that song, actually. It was kind of annoying.
We talking
that album rock though.
The album did, but that song
What's that?
sucked.
What's that? What?
You got it going on.
What?
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's where we at. That's where we at.
Scared of that.
Nah,
Nah,
you doing shit to the shit.
Nah,
Handle
lips to
it
the-
like a
Look
real
at you.
bitch.
Look at you. Don't start. Don't
Head
start.
hunts. Look, but I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, yeah. That was my
I thought I was
shit.
gonna be
That was my
quiet. She
shit.
can't be
Look,
quiet.
kept going.
Okay, well, look. Okay, if we're gonna Lil Kim, because I know we have a lot of rap music and everything like that. Okay, hardcore rap music or subtle rap music.
I am not a rap person. Like when I
Okay.
say rap, like you literally have to be talking about something that gets me, or okay, so I'm one of those like private twerkers. Like I twerk at home.
okay.
I be fucking it up at home.
In-house twerker.
But
Anything.
In the house board
It
twerker.
don't matter.
I'd be like, there you go. She just, anywhere.
But anything that'll make me dance, that's cool. But as far as like me actually enjoying the lyrics of a song, like it really just have to catch me. You get what I'm saying? Like
Kaylani or Janae?
Janae.
both.
Both. Yeah, that's good.
Both.
So,
I
yeah.
like them both.
Because I'm a huge R&B fan. Kalani got me when I realized that she was like a lesbian in the beginning. Like when I realized that her music was talking about other women, I was just like, oh shit, I like
This
her.
is for me.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I like her.
and we on that. Who's it? YG or Conrad?
You know what? Conrad is like raw. Like he's raw. So it's just like you can't really compare the two because YG started in the party scene. You get what I'm saying? Like
Started off
that's-
raw.
that's
He got
how-
a little censored.
you know that and it's I wouldn't compare the two.
Okay.
Conrad is raw. He's still from the hood. He's still banging that shit hard. I mean YG is too, but he's a form of an icon. You get what I'm
He
saying?
got on Slacks
He's
now.
always in the public eye. Conrad ain't there always in the public eye, and he's still doing the shit. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah.
you can't compare the two.
Private party or strip club?
Private party.
Neither.
Neither.
She's staying home.
She's staying at home. Okay, she's securing. She's securing.
But wait,
she's securing her marriage.
Look, I do enjoy. I do enjoy strip clubs too, though. That was my shit. Especially when I was in like my younger 20s. Like I used to, me and my friend Rachel, we used to go to strip clubs all the time. Like to the point where they kind of knew who we were. Me and my coworkers used to go when we got off work. All of us still in all black uniforms. Go what?
Okay. Pornhub or Instagram. Or no, what is it? Instagram.
Why you gonna look at me and say what is it?
What is it called? What is it called? It's called.
You got Twitter. You got OnlyFans. Come on.
Pornhub or OnlyFans?
Pornhub. What the fuck? OnlyFans. Don't you gotta pay for that?
I think you did.
Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay, so what's on your Pornhub search list?
It better not be nothing.
You got it. You don't have your like top 3 categories?
I don't know.
You better think of them.
So you don't watch porn?
I don't watch porn.
Who out there underneath the comments don't watch porn?
Y'all
Put
don't
it
watch
underneath
porn?
the porn. Oh wait, before
No,
we
I
even...
got one last question.
What?
Don't let it go.
What?
I was gonna blow up the whole episode with it.
What?
Scissoring or toys?
Scissoring.
Yeah. I was just like, the whole toy thing, that's just like kind of me personally.
Okay, that was so funny, y'all. But
That kind of threw me off.
Let me take y'all to this
before.
food before we get up out of here because we only got a couple more minutes, you guys. Let me take y'all to this food right here.
Don't take nobody nowhere.
Man, these potatoes right here. This is Uno Catering mixed with street class chefs. You know what I'm saying? This is their.
It's a little smash down. We apologize.
Right.
No, it was just on the containers. Like this is one of their specialties here. They have the
look it up on the Instagram.
Let's explain it. Yeah, but these here right here is the corn cakes right here. I love the corn cakes. I'm gonna have some of my backyard audience come up right quick,
so
and get some of these corn cakes right quick.
Corn cake
come up here, y'all.
Signature.
Come up here, y'all.
Hold on.
The corn cake is our signature. It comes with everything.
Yeah, corn cakes right here.
Camera.
Corn cakes, y'all. Come up here, y'all. Tell me what y'all feel about these corn cakes.
It's all ugly
Hold on.
now.
Right
Take
on
it in
the
post so
right
we can
there.
get like a snapshot.
Yeah, we're gonna get a clip.
No snapshot. Can y'all just
It's
Photoshop
cool.
the other ones from the Instagram?
You gotta. Hey, so that's what we're gonna do right now. Give us your Instagram name, where we can find you guys, and I understand you guys go from Los Angeles to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
look, this is a thing. We're gonna give you guys the menu for the next week's actual menu list, and they will be in Las Vegas, Nevada. You guys can pre-order your menus. It will be up on the live feed on Monday of next week. So you guys make sure you tap in with Uno Catering, street class chefs, and you pre-order, because what it is
Pre-order.
they have
heard
a pre-order system. You gotta pre-order, and a lot of people love these potatoes and stuff like that. Look, I want to dive in right now because
Can we end the episode?
it's
now?
something serious. So I want you guys
Thank
to
y'all for tuning in to Chop It Up.
No. This is where you pre-order. Their
Damn,
Cash
come on.
App is on the screen. Come on, you guys, get up here. Take some of these.
Please place your orders before you send your money. We need, because sometimes we're already sold out. Like depending on the meal, like it'll go extremely fast.
for the people. Hold on.
We have TJ's. TJS, so that's TJ's, so TJS Victory's Kitchen at Cash App, and we have MELANESE 16 MELANESE 16 at Cash App. Say that name, Melanie 16. So if you guys want to pre-order your food in Las Vegas, make sure
going to Las Vegas.
you tap in. This will be aired early in the morning, you guys. You guys can't miss it. We're going to have their menu
What
up there
is
for
this?
the whole entire week.
Can
It's
we
a
talk
corn
about
cake.
This? No,
These
tell
right here,
the
the corn cakes
people.
right here.
I need the people to see this. Tell the people.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Tell them Milk and Media sent you, okay?
Something serious. So Las Vegas, if y'all want to get a taste of Chef Mel and you want to get a taste of TJ's Kitchen, make sure y'all tap in, listen
This
to
is
this
a thing.
podcast.
We gotta push street class chefs because
Yes.
we're trying to merge it. Street class chefs.
yes.
is
So
it.
make sure
Tell
y'all
them on
tap
Instagram.
in.
Tell
Tap
them.
into Street Class Chefs on Instagram right
Tell
now.
them again, they missed it.
Once again, tap into Street
Street
Class
Class,
Chefs
yes.
at Instagram.
I am dropping this
It's
everywhere.
STREETCLASSCHEFS S
And
at
just like that.
Instagram. Make sure you tap in, you pre-order, you make your orders and things like that. And we want to do it like this. We love this show today.
Thank
We
y'all.
had a great episode. We gonna tap into this food right here. These potatoes look stupid. Oh my God, I'm about to go in.
Corn cake while you on camera?
Well, okay, I'm eating on camera.
You gotta
These,
eat this on camera.
see, I didn't want to give these away, y'all.
Man,
So,
if I can't tell y'all nothing from today,
it's
they
not,
dope.
and it's so not
They
rude.
dope. But
It's
this-
so rude to talk.
man, this ASMR, like, get all the credit. Listen, y'all, this is fire.
It's so, look,
Okay, from Team
look at
Smoke
the
Good,
eyes.
Eat Good,
Look
it's
at the eyes.
certified.
It's so rude.
Team Smoke Good, Eat Good,
It's,
certified.
I don't know what
Facts.
butter is up in here, but it's butter up in here.
It's
y'all.
some-
Butter up in
The,
there.
the audience is talking to us. How y'all feeling about that? It was
Please
good.
comment.
It's-
Please
it's fire.
comment,
Like you said,
like,
butter.
subscribe. Tap into our brother station at FM Mad Podcast, Innovative Culture with Cool Ass Cam, FM Mad Podcast with DJ Punch. Look into our sister station as well. Big Shirley got the glaze. You see what I'm saying? We out here just.
She got the clack.
She got that clack from the front to the back. You know what I'm saying? You get me? You know what I'm saying? She gonna make sure she get her munch with the crunch. You know.
This is it. Come on.
So at the end of the day, tap into our podcasts, you guys. We'll love to see you guys like, comment, subscribe. On Monday, remember Chef Mel and TJ Chef will be out there in Las Vegas giving up that fresh, good food. So make sure y'all tap
Get a
in.
corn cake
And once
tag me.
again, tap into my boy Lavelle Streets. We are out of here. Thanks for coming in and tuning in to Chop It Up Barbershop Talk.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next
Yes.
week.
Got me under pressure. Got me under pressure. Like, boy, I'm feeling fresh. Feeling fresh. And my niggas with the extras. Got me under pressure. Got me under pressure. Like, boy, I'm feeling fresh. Feeling fresh. And my niggas with the extras. Wait. Made her way, I'm back up in it. Got my weight up, I can't wait up. Ain't no way she acting timid. Kept it player, chase your paper. You won't see her lacking interest. That don't favor anything you do to keep your bag of spinach. I just roll my pockets vegan. Overflow with greenery. I don't want no beef here. The bank is where you can meet me. Jumped off in the deep end. I got bold without no speakers. Been no hunts to make no hey, yo, I been dripping with that secret. Want the sauce. Running these plays, you running your mouth. I fronted the cars by looking at y'all like, please, you running too hard. Now run me a Porsche, run me a broad, run me a wonderful loft. Hot in the hills, I'm in the field, I gotta double it up. Got me under pressure. Got me under pressure, like, boy, I'm feeling fresh. Feeling fresh. And my niggas with the extras, got me under pressure. Got me under pressure, like.